Hello and welcome back to This Board Game Life. I'm your host Mark, and today I am unboxing a blast from the past. This is Suburbia from Bezier Games. In this game, you are going to plan, build, and develop a small town into a major metropolis. You're going to use hex-shaped building tiles to add residential, commercial, civic, and industrial areas, as well as special points of interest that provide benefits and take advantage of the resources of nearby towns. Your goal is to have your borough thrive and end up with a greater population than any of your opponents. Suburbia is a tile laying game in which each player tries to build up an economic engine and infrastructure that will be initially self-sufficient and eventually become both profitable and encourage population growth. As your town grows, you'll modify both your income and your reputation. As your income increases, you'll have more cash on hand to purchase better and more valuable buildings, such as an international airport or a high-rise office building. As your reputation increases, you'll gain more and more population. And the player with the largest population at the end of the game wins. During each game, players will compete for several unique goals that offer an additional population boost. And the buildings available in each game vary, so you'll never play the same game twice. The second edition of Suburbia features updated artwork, larger tiles than in the original game, a dual-sized scoreboard, and game tray storage organizers, and much more. This game is designed by Ted Alspach. The art is by Ted Alspach, Jason Bowles, Clemens Franz, Stephanie Gustafson, Alana Kelsey, Brett Stebbins, TB II, Olin Tim. Again, I said this was published by Bezier Games way back in 2012. It's for ages 14 and up, plays 1 to 4 players, and it takes about 90 minutes to play. Now, you might be asking, why are you doing an unboxing on a game that came out in 2012? Well, this just arrived today. I played it for the first time this past week. A friend of mine introduced me to this game, and this game was so good, I ended up having to get this in my collection. And sometimes I think it's... I had someone comment on one of the videos like, this came out a while ago. That may be true, but I'm new to the hobby. I just got into this about 2.5 years ago. So games that came out like in 2012, these are brand new to me. And maybe I'm reaching, or maybe our channel's reaching some people that are newer to the hobby and like me haven't got to play the greats like the Great Western Trail or Tolkien or Suburbia. So I like to talk about these older games that I think are fantastic, that are basically brand new to me, and share them with others. So that's why I'm doing this. All right, now before we get to the table and unbox this beauty game, I'd ask you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon. All right. See, they're telling you, hit that subscribe. All right, let's go to the table. Okay. So... again, I got to play this let's see, today is Saturday. I played it 2 days ago for the first time on Thursday and absolutely was just very impressed by it. And I understand it's kind of similar similar to the Castle of Mad King Ludwig, I believe. Kind of a very similar type of game with some differences in how they're played, and obviously the artwork, where that one's a castle and this one you're building a city. But based on what they were telling me between the two, I was like, this is the one I'm like, this kind of sounded a little more up my alley. And it smells weird. It smells like glue. So, and I'm really glad I got a chance to try this game. So let's take a look at the rule book. We got the contents, everything coming in the game. Going through setup and player setup. And gameplay. So the rule book, that's it. There's gameplay right there. And end of the game right there. So you got 2 pages to teach you how to play this game. This is not a hard game to learn. And then there's talking about different tiles, and there's a solo game that you can play. So, all right. So then we've got some tiles talking about lake tile. Oh, these are different. This is different artwork than than what I guess I must have played the first version of the game, because these definitely are different artwork than what I was playing. The game I played did look a little different. So, but these are just showing you the different goal tiles, all the different building tiles, things like that. All right, do not throw away punched out sprues. Place all of them below the plastic game trays in the bottom of the box. So basically, what they're saying is once you punch this out, keep these, keep the card punched out cardboard, and then you put the empty things at the bottom to lift the game up. So that's essentially what they're telling you here. But here's just a look at some of the tiles. So these are, if you've seen the original game, these definitely are improved. I really like the looks of these. They do look a little bit improved. So, and then there's the backside are lakes. So basically, your lake is like if you can't spend any money, you don't have money to buy a building because you have to buy something. You have to place a tile. You can take a building, like one of the free ones, and flip it over. Or you can take a different tile out of the game and pay the difference. I think that's, if I recall, I'm trying to remember how that worked. If like you can end up just flipping one of the tiles over. I think it has to be one of the free ones in the lowest spot that you can take. But yeah, those are on those side are all going to be the same. But we've got postal service, museum, retirement villages, office of bureaucracy, housing projects, hostels, movie theaters, gas stations, and they all do different things. So, in fact, I'll have to make sure I name this second edition. Uh-oh, I'm missing a tile. I got one missing. Tile down, tile down. All right. I'm sure it's somewhere in the box. There it is. There you are. Get back in there. So again, some more tiles. Oh, these are different on the back side. Oh, because these are the starters, the ones with the white. All right, so then we have, whoops. So this is like your little board, place out in front of you, tells you what the different icons are. On your turn, there's 4 things to do. It's really a simple game, but this tells you right in front of you exactly what you do. You're going to place one tile or an investment marker in your borough, paying its cost. Then you're going to collect or pay money based on your income. You're going to adjust your population, which basically is your score, and then you're going to add a new tile to the real estate market. That's what you're doing every turn. And the game goes pretty quickly. Now, there is on this side, they talk about placing a tile. These are some things you're going to check on. Basically, you're going to look at adjacency. You're going to pay the price of the tile, get the bonus of the tile, then check adjacency of that tile compared to the tiles around it, things like that. This is going to be one of your player boards. So you can set this like this and build so it's like at the top and then build your buildings down towards you, or you can flip it over and have it down on the bottom and then build your city outward. So that's kind of cool. It's double-sided, so that you can have it at the top and build down, or have it at the bottom and build up. And they're all that way. So we've got red, black, yellow, purple. So good on you for having yellow. All right. So again, here's the player boards and some more bonus tokens and money tiles and things like that to punch. All right. Then we have, this is the board that you're going to put your starting tiles. They're going to be, some are listed as A, B's, and C's. The C's will cost more. They're going to show you how many you need to have, how many tiles you have for a number of players. But this will punch out and this will punch out, and they're going to this will be out on the board. These will be public goals. And then again, the monies. This will go in at one point. When this comes up, you'll have one more round. So this will go in the C stack at a certain point. Then we have a foam insert. And then here we have the double-sided scoreboard. It goes up to what, 160? Just the same on both sides. And this version does have game trays in it, so which is pretty nice. You can put all your stuff in here, which I'll take care of in a few minutes. Punching all my tiles and putting them in there. And then, of course, that had a slot for the scoreboard right there. And there is some other components in here. So we've got these little cubes you are going to have on your player board. So your squares are going to be here in your reputation. The circular ones are going to go up here on your income track. And then these little meeples will be on the scoreboard, on the board as you move along. That's your score. And then this is the first player marker. It's just a wooden building, wooden skyscraper. So pretty cool. All right. But I think that is it. That covers everything. Let's take it back to the other camera. All right. Again, thank you for watching. If you have any comments, if you've played Suburbia, or have any questions or comments about it, please feel free to post them below. Please hit that like and subscribe button and that bell icon so you're not going to miss any new content. And again, we appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the table.